Peace, family. 19 Keys tapping in with you. I was peace to the family. How y'all feeling today? I was sitting drinking some of my good Supermine coffee this morning. Get my brain rolling, some of that mushroom coffee. And I was thinking to myself about this term, black leader, right? And I was like, number one, I need to turn that into a clothing line, or I need to turn that into a brand, because it's actually super taboo right now, right? I see a brother here comment on my page. He was like, black leaders, a lot of people say black leaders don't exist, right? And then some people say black leaders shouldn't be talking about crypto, right? Some people say black leaders shouldn't be, speaking upon conspiracies of the world or something like that, right? Then I start thinking about all the people on Twitter that be like, yo, there are no black leaders. Black leaders are gone. They all dead. They don't exist no more. And it disheartens me anytime I see a grown man say that there are no black leaders. When a grown man say there are no black leaders, all I hear is him saying, I am no leader. That's all I hear. All I hear him saying is, I am not a leader. Because every man should be a leader. That's it. Full stop. If you're a man, to utter out your words, there are no leaders in the community, it's saying that you're not a leader, you're not a man. Because a man is a leader. So it's disheartening to hear it whatsoever. It's like saying that there are no men in our community. And then what I realized, many people are afraid to be men, so they're afraid to be leaders. So this term black leader, I don't want to say I'm the leader or this. No, we all supposed to be leaders. You disagree with the fact that men are leaders, and you're a black man and you're not a leader? I'm just trying to understand what's there to disagree with in the first place. I think only thing that stops it is fear. That's it. Full stop. Oh, this person got killed. Man, if Malcolm was killed 50 years ago and you ain't doing nothing Malcolm level. Martin Luther King was killed 50 plus years ago. You ain't doing nothing Martin level. You know what I'm saying? These brothers that was killed, man, Fred Hampton was killed decades ago. You're not doing nothing Fred Hampton level. And I don't care if they was, man. I think the fear of it is what keep most people from actually being men. Because that's all we saying is that, to me, the shift happens when we just be men. It's like, just take regard and responsibility for yourself, right, in your community. And that's it. And then if we all do that, then that's a win-win. So I'm going to get me a shirt that just say black leader. Because what I hate is that there's this taboo on being a man today. That's it. Like, people be like, you're not this leader. I'm not your leader. No, I don't want to be. You're a grown man. Lead your goddamn self. I think it's gay for you to just constantly be a grown man and say you need somebody else to lead you. People be like, how you a leader, you making money? What? I'm trying to understand, like, what kind of country or world y'all grew up in. I grew up in a world where you need money and resources for everything. How you a leader? How you selling something? How you a leader talking about crypto? What are you talking about? This is a blockchain technology that, of course, I'm going to utilize. We trying to get as much resources as possible. And what's this idea of, like, we call people leaders because they're leading themselves. I just happen to be a man that decides to be who I am in the world. That's it. All when somebody call me a leader, they just say, man, I see you being a man out there doing you in the world. Because that's all it be. I'm interested in building technology, systems, brands. I'm an artist, I'm a designer, I'm a creative, I'm a teacher. You know what I'm saying? I just happen to have an undying, like, relentless will to influence and speak truth. Basically, my perception and perspective on truth as more of a philosopher, right, than anything, because I think we're missing philosophy deeply because we're not doing enough thinking at all. And we're not asking ourselves enough questions. So for me, my leadership is more so in the philosophy, but then there's the application. My brother, The Real, with John Knight, say, what do I think about those that worship in money? The same thing everybody who thinks about it. If you worship money over God, money becomes your God and you become a little devil. It's simple. Conscious capitalism or social entrepreneurism is this idea that you can do good while making money. And I believe everybody wants that to be the case here. Everybody wants to have resources. You want to be able to take nice trips. You want to be able to own your time. You want to be able to enjoy your life, right? You want to be able to take care of your family and provide your loved ones with a high level of life and experience. You know what I'm saying? And it's not saying that everybody wants that and or needs it at the same level. Everybody's taste levels are different. I've been exposed to levels of life that I want to continue to live. So that means I need to figure out ways where I can do things that align with me, continue to make a vast amount of resources. Because yes, I want to make hundreds of millions of dollars. Because I know what I would do with the resources once I got them. I right now got some deal flow on my table that I'm looking at like, man, if I had the paper exactly, and I'm talking about in the tunes of hundreds of millions of dollars, right? The things that is required for the type of deals that's coming across my table. If we had that money right now and I was controlling them kind of funds, yeah, you would see instant impact. But what happens is the scale of the dream becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. Right? The scale of the dream becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And the scale of the dream now is like, I can go to walk the hoods of America, right? Just think about it like this. This is why you need money. People be like, Keys, I don't see you in the streets. First of all, that's a lie. I've been all throughout these global streets, you feel me, for the last 10 years. But number one, what's the cost of moving throughout all of the streets? So you want me to fly every city in every hood in America without no resources? We don't even think about what's required to get things done, right? And what's required to execute. That means that I would need hundreds of thousands of dollars just to provide to bring the team, right? And to provide to bring the resources. And then I'm not trying to come there and just preach at people. So that means that I would actually have to have systems that will be set up for people, which requires a lot. I think that most people have no idea what it takes to make any kind of impact whatsoever. Anytime you see people moving, people don't be doing stuff on a volunteer basis. They have to get paid. Then those people have to create systems. This is why I like to teach AI, because AI allows us to decrease, right, costs on things, so at least we can increase our efficiency on things. So it's like, who go send out the emails? Who gonna answer the emails, right? Who go set up the back end systems? Who gonna set up the funnels to be able to take in names and create spreadsheets? All of that is part of the movement as well. That's secretarial work. Who gonna handle shipping out projects and products and doing distribution? Who gonna handle management of community and the infrastructure that's required to get these things done, right? Who gonna manage the people that needs to be inside the infrastructure? I think we look at things like it's supposed to just be magic. Oh, you a black leader, change the world. No, it requires resources. It requires a whole team. It requires competency, skill set, education. And it definitely requires heart, and most definitely requires money. And then money is not even just it, it's the access as well. Because some people don't have access. You can have money and have no power because you don't have the level of access that you need. So you don't know the right people, you're not in on the right deals, right? You're not getting the right talent that you're going to need to execute things. Unity ain't just it, right? Because you can have a lot of people that are not necessarily skillful. So you need a brain trust of talented pool of people that can get things done. So when we be talking unity, it's like, okay, we can go get we unify, we at the club. It's a bunch of people together, but so what? It's organization. And then you got to organize those skills in different departments. When you look at corporations, you look at them from top to bottom, right? There's different departments from CEO to CFO to CTO to assistants to executive assistants to somebody that does management of supply chains. Like there's somebody that manages the goddamn cleaning department. There's an entire chain of command. And what we lack in militant thinking, right, and corporate thinking is the reason why we're not getting enough done, because we're not getting to the organizational standards that's needed to execute something at a high level. So when I hear people like black leadership this, unity this, that's not even getting to the crux of what we need whatsoever. Because those who do real business, they focus on infrastructure. Somebody say start a bank. You just throwing out words. It actually makes us sound more ignorant when we just throw stuff out at words that don't mean anything. No, you gotta identify what's necessary. It's like telling somebody, yo, work out. It's like, no, it's better to tell somebody, yo, if you're gonna work out legs, right, then you should stretch first, and then you should do this regimen. We have to be more specific, because what happened is, and this is what's happening across the world in like marketing and branding. Messaging that's too general does not hit at all. You have to now be super specific on the set of needs, right, that is required to get things done. But you can only do that if you actually have experience in examining the problem. If you don't, then you don't actually know what you need. So you might think, oh, it's money that I need. There's a lot of people with money that don't know how to do a damn thing.